Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And we are going to continue exploring the Galapagos region. That looks interesting. Fortunately, because this is an RPG and not like some action game, we can't just, fall in there and fall to our death. I did see that treasure over there. We're going to get that. But we're going to have some battles too. We have a new enemy on this. But first we need to take down the ones that we know. Brownie! And not the chocolatey, fudgy goodness kind of brownie. This kind of brownie is more like a mole that wants to smash you with a hammer. Take out that Chimera before it uses its breath attack. Brownies are typically known for having high HP and pretty decent defenses. There's not much we can do about that. Okay, it has average defenses like everything else, but ouch. Work on getting back some MP for these two. Brownie musters its strength. That's not good. We need to kill this thing. So let's use, I guess, Crack. I am not impressed with that attack at all. Costs 3 MP to do the same thing that my physical attackers do. Alright.
Who else wants some?
As you can see, that Brownie took a lot of hits, and we're leveling up already. This is how I want to start a video. We got 3 skill points. So far I've only seen 2 and 3 skill point levels. I wish and hope that there's more. I see sparkling. Yeah, from way in the distance I saw the sparkling. Let's go and pick up stuff. Small scale, that's not exciting. We have a crystal over here, that's exciting. The shadows just moved a lot. Ooh, gold ore. We must be getting ready to shift the time of day with the shadows moving. That's cool. And then, yes, I see the treasure. Was there another treasure there on the right? That's a mini medal. Easy mini medal. I don't think that was a treasure. I think that was just part of the cactus thing. I gotta go back and take a look at that off camera. Robber rabbits. And a brownie. Trying to see if I can get a paralysis on the brownie, because that would be useful. And I think we're just going to have Veronica. She can sizz the rabbits, because they're a group. And the brownies also have a decent chance of blocking your physical attacks. So that's also kind of annoying. Alright, finish off those rabbits. Oh, another block. Brownies are obnoxious.
Did I do all right?
Yeah, when you get into battles with brownies, kill the other enemies first, because they'll take less time to kill. That's really the only thing we can do about brownies at this point. I keep saying brownies. Now I want some. Especially if they've got, like, fudge and peanut butter and caramel drizzled on them, and or cheesecake brownies. I just finished eating lunch, too, when I'm doing this commentary, and now I'm making myself hungry again. Alright, let's take out the rabbits. Jeez, I thought you were supposed to have superior defenses. Why are you taking almost as much damage as Eric? Why didn't that kill any of them? Okay, I'm gonna let Veronica have the kill on the other one. Or not, because I just don't want it to move again. Ooh, 7 MP restored. Yeah, those MP restorations make it
Wonderful.
easier to use their MP in battle. I should say there's more incentive to just use them on random encounters. A lot of times in RPGs, one tactic that I learned was to save and conserve as much MP as you can for the boss battles. And, yeah, there's advantages and disadvantages to that. Yeah, I don't really play like that too much anymore. I use MP when I need it. But being able to restore our MP just by doing basic attacks kind of incentivizes us to use some MP outside of just boss battles. Which I do like that design. Okay, as soon as I explore, you know, these sectors right by the palace, I thought I saw something glimmering. It was just that white flower. Okay, I think we've wasted enough time out here. It is time to go into Galapagos or fight. Where did this even... Oh, gosh, this isn't good. Someone might actually die in this battle. We might actually get a game over in this. We're gonna double sizz these chimeras. I mean, if they all just spam their breath attack, we would be in a heap of trouble. Yeah, Veronica doing about 5 to 6 damage more with her magic attacks than... Oh, and there's the Skull Riders doing their knockdown attack and having it succeed. So you can see our characters are just kind of, yeah. He's fallen and he can't get up. Okay, Grandpa. Yeah, so basically it's going to waste one of their turns. Oh, Serena's going to go Super Saiyan here. She doesn't do more damage, basically. I think it's her resistance and magical mending get boosted. There we go. Well, I guess we are going to get out of this battle with no one dead.
Easy peasy.
Which is not what I thought
just keep
when...
getting better.
Oh, Veronica got a level. Which is not what I thought was going to happen when I first saw this. Oh, she learned Fizzle and Bang. Bang. Really got to emphasize the G there. Fizzle is a spell that I believe it's basically like the silent spell. You're not going to see me use it. My issue with status effects in general, plus my issue with status effects specifically in the Dragon Quest games. Can I use... I don't think I can use your skill points anymore right now. No, we're just playing it. Oh no, I can get this thing. That's the thing that'll do super effective damage to demons and devils. Chimera Wing. Okay. So my problem with status effects, especially in Dragon Quest series, is that most of the normal enemies that we run into are going to be... we can kill them in just a couple hits. So why spend turns putting a status on them instead of just damaging them? That's my theory behind it. Another thing is to... why spend time and MP using a status that doesn't have a guaranteed shot of success? Like, if you could tell me that I could use the Fizzle spell on, enemy spellcasters and that, and it would have a 100% guarantee accuracy to work, then I'll do that. But otherwise, no. I mean, otherwise we're just gonna waste our turn casting a silent spell or a fizzle.
Look at all these people.
And then have it do absolutely nothing.
Is there some kind of festival?
And in those
going on,
cases,
I
we
wonder?
may as well just have attacked and dealt damage.
Yes, of course.
Although there are games where status
Your place
effects
is the Kingdom of the Desert Knight, isn't it?
can become
And
very
of the racetrack
useful.
Where they love to compete.
I just personally, I've just never had good success with status effects in the Dragon Quest series.
Well,
They're
you
really
go
good
for
in,
it.
say, for instance, the Etrian Odyssey
I'm
series.
off to look for the Yggdrasil branch.
The
That's why
the
we're
spellbind
here.
paralysis, inflicting paralysis on some, that was really good in Vandal Hearts. It had its uses.
Oh, let Mr. Moody No Fun go off on his own if he wants. There's nothing to stop us having a little look around while we're here.
Weren't you the one complaining because he wasn't hurrying or wasn't rushing to do what we were supposed to do, and now you're... I can't stand her. If her damage output wasn't so good as it is right now, I'd consider replacing her with the next character we get, whoever that is. Alright, but we have a town to explore, which means it is time to spin the wheel of random topics and see what we're going to talk about while you guys watch me explore this town. Because commenting on exploring is just not... I don't think it's very riveting, so I'll try to reserve other topics for discussion while we're exploring towns. So it's not just, hey, look, I found 17 gold coins. Yay, look at me. And I know I missed the house to the left. Don't worry, I'll go back and get it. We have books here, too. I don't think there's much we need to be worried about. There's one guy in this town we'll talk to that tells us about some monsters in the desert and some, like, ways to deal with them. I should pay attention to that guy, because I have completely forgot about what he said. And next time I record gameplay, I'm going to be at the part where I'll be dealing with those monsters. Okay. Wheel of Topics has landed on Dragon Quest V, which I've threatened to talk about several times and never really got around to it, but I have mentioned that Dragon Quest V is my favorite of the Dragon Quest series. One thing that really stands out for me with Dragon Quest V is with a lot of the other Dragon Quest games, you go to a town and your goal or your mission is to fix whatever problem is going on in the town. There's like a curse on the town, the people are frozen, princess is captured, whatever the case may be. But with Dragon Quest V, it's really more focused on the individual that you're playing as and his personal journey through the good times and the bad times. And there's actually a lot of tragic moments in Dragon Quest V. Also, another thing about it, and this isn't a huge spoiler because I'm pretty sure it says it on the back of the box, you get to get married in Dragon Quest V, and you can choose from like one of 3 wives. So that's a pretty neat feature. So yeah, those things really help put Dragon Quest V ahead of the rest of the Dragon Quest games for me. And not just the tragic events, but they're like very, I don't want to spoil any of it, but yeah, very major things that we'll leave it at that. There's also a monster recruiting system, so you can get monsters to join your team, because you don't actually get a ton of main characters to travel around with. So they substituted that with monsters, and one of the first monsters that you get ends up being this little saber-tooth cub that we name Saber, and he starts off so cute. Hey, a treasure. You just have to get past... Oh, another mini-medal. We're doing great on mini-medals for this episode. Just have to get past the worst barrels ever made. Not too much of a challenge. Someone better tell the Lord of Shadows that when he revives, not to come back as being made by one of those barrel manufacturers. Because then we'll just walk right up to him and high-five him and he'll just crumble apart. Which would be amusing, but not very challenging. We got a hood. And I'm going to stumble around in the menu trying to figure out, who can equip this hood. I'm checking the hat, because naturally you think hood, hat, and actually that is correct. And it seems like nobody can equip it, but actually it's an item that can only be equipped by Jace. So I'm going to look forward to my inventory. Yeah, there it is. And there you can see that the others can't equip it, so we're going to give it to Jace. Yeah, we'll have to switch something else. I gotta redo these, everybody's personal inventory off camera sometime. Sometime I'll remember to do that. Just like sometime I'll remember to show you guys when you first load up a game what the thing tells us about what we did in the last couple times we played and the major plot things that happened. Oh, we can replace... Yeah, I guess we can't. Okay, whatever. Alright, what else could I talk about here? Actually, I'm kind of at a loss. Yeah, you could recruit monsters in Dragon Quest V. That would be... It's just something that kind of happens at the end of battle. There's like a chance that a monster will get back up and be like, hey, it looks like he wants to join you. And I don't think any monster can join you. I could be wrong about that. Maybe some monsters just have a really low chance of joining you. But I know like the slimes, the slime knights, those have pretty good chances of joining you. I usually end up collecting some of those. Though I'll always use my people characters and Saber over the other monsters. Whenever possible. Other games I really liked as a kid was actually the Dragon Warrior Monsters, Monsters 1 and Monsters 2 on the Game Boy. It was actually Dragon Warrior Monsters was the game that got me into the Dragon Quest series. It was still called Dragon Warrior back in the day. And it worked a lot like Pokemon, but without the Pokeballs. As far as capturing monsters go, it worked kind of like Dragon Quest V from what I remember. One annoying thing though is I don't think you had control over your monster's actions. So meaning if they wanted to just spam MP attacks, they would just do that until they're out of MP. I didn't care much for that. There was a whole bunch of grinding to the game. There was a breeding system in it too. And I remember there was like, depending on like how many times you basically the whole gist of the game, and this happens with the Dragon Quest Monsters Joker as well. I tried to play that one. I couldn't get into it. I just got super grindy, and the reason why is the breeding system. So basically, you get a monster, and once it reaches level 10, you can breed with it. And I believe when you breed with 2 monsters, those monsters go away, and you don't... They're like... Basically in Pokemon, it would be like if you released them. So you don't get them anymore, and you just get the monsters you bred. I could be wrong about that. I don't know, but... So then you get this newborn monster, and it comes at level 1. And the issue is, with every monster you get, there's a maximum level that you can level up that monster to. So, and that maximum level will increase the more you breed them. So basically, you breed them, pretty much get them to their max level, breed them again, take the new ones, raise them up, breed them again, so that way you can increase your maximum level. If that sounds really tedious, it really is, and that's why I did not enjoy the game. Ended up not getting very far into it. This guy has a side quest for us. He wants us to use a pep-up power that we haven't used yet. The Wild Side. Actually, we will end up demonstrating that, but we have to slay a certain monster with it. Yeah, I couldn't read the first half. It's some sort of fire monster. Well, we'll see if we can make that happen. If we can't end up making that happen, I'm not going to fret over it. I'd say these side quests don't really have important items, but I honestly don't know what these items even do. But if I end up not being able to pull it off, I'm not going to spend like hours grinding, trying to grind this out. But if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, okay. And then I look at my pet powers, because we can find that through the abilities menu. And you can see, yeah, so Wild Side will take Jace, Eric, and Serena, and all 3 of them must be pepped up at the same time. Okay. I think that's kind of asking a lot, and it doesn't seem to... It doesn't seem like it does very much. It gives Eric some stat boost and lets him attack twice. don't know, I'd rather just use one pep-up power for Eric and just have him do the Scorched Earth and just have the other two do something else, but that's just me. But yeah, with Veronica and Serena, we suddenly have a whole slew of new pep powers we can use. So I'm just kind of cycling through them here. Alright. Smash these barrels. Ooh, 6 gold coins. See, this is why we need a topic to discuss while we're in cities. I'll come up with more. I am sure we can find something to rant about. Now, there's a guy, I believe it's somewhere around here, that will talk about the monsters in the desert. Crossbow kid, you're not useful. He already passed me and I wasn't paying attention because I was talking about Dragon Quest V. Special VIP seat. Okay, kid. Well, that was lame and uninteresting. What about... oh, that's stairs. Okay. Well, we'll smash this jar, and then I will continue exploring the rest of this town next time. And maybe we'll move on with the plot.